We are live. It says we're live.
Hi.
We're never sure.
Oh, we are so never sure.
Okay. Hopefully we get some people joining us today, guys. We don't have anybody yet, so we're just going to ramble amongst ourselves. But we had a heck of a time getting set up, and we don't normally do this in our living room. We're normally in our kitchen, but a couple of hours ago, I managed to try to prepare, and that did not go so well. I told it to do the updates so that they would be the computer would be good to go.
Yeah,
and
updates.
Yeah.
Every single time.
Well, what happened is it crashed while doing an update, and a couple hours ago I started reinstalling Windows and going through all the effort of trying to get ready, and it's almost ready, but it's not quite ready. So we jumped over here on the desktop, which normally this is probably an easier spot for us to work anyway. It's just
I try to avoid it because of this big bay window, though.
All that light behind us that normally comes blinding in here, but
it'd be so nice to have just a screen to pull down in front of it, like an actual thick screen.
Yeah, like some kind of a projector type thing. I'm still trying to get on myself as well here for
I did. It's
whatever reason I'm having trouble.
Groundhog Day.
Yes, Groundhog Day.
So early spring, late winter. What's going on for you guys? I still don't know exactly what's going on for us.
Heck, I can't even get my...
So we heard the radio station say 6 more weeks of winter, but I know in other parts of Ontario they say early spring, so I don't know. I don't think the groundhog's a very good weatherman.
Yeah.
Maybe as good as the regular weatherman.
Okay, there. Now I'm tuned in as well. Drinking black tea today. Giving that a shot. Normally I like to stick with the herbal stuff. I'm going to back up a bit. I feel like I was right in the camera here. So, English breakfast tea. Black, nothing else. Just trying to stay away from all the carbs and sugar. As you guys know from our previous videos, our previous lives, I talk a bit about my diet since January 1st. So I'll do a little update on that. I'm at 22 pounds now, which I think is pretty good for just over 1 month. And it's just low carb keto type diet. So it's been going well. No exercise. If I exercised, I can't imagine how much more I could have lost, but I just
but you've been doing really well sticking to that. I couldn't do it.
Yeah, very regimented to what I'm taking in as far as any kind of processed or carb type foods. But anyway, so
Put that bottom one.
Yeah, let's add this because we're curious. It's Groundhog Day. What did your local rodent say? Ours. What did ours say? You checked in.
Well, yeah, I was mentioning it. I think you're a little.
I was distracted trying to get the
but
laptop working.
The radio station said 6 more weeks of winter. Other rodents in the area said early spring. So I'm not sure.
So either way, about 6 more weeks.
Yeah, that's what the calendar says anyway.
Yeah. So that's exciting. I mean, it'll be so nice, get beyond this time of year, and we can get the garden started again and start getting some vitamin D and enjoying the outdoors. We did get a video out this week, but it was not something we.
It's winter.
It's winter.
So hard to get videos out in the winter.
Exactly. That's where the lives are kind of nice. We can still touch base with people and let them know what's going on without actually filming it.
So that video, for those who had caught it.
For those who watched it, if you didn't, go back and check it out.
Yeah.
I had put that blockade up between the geese and the chickens, and all it did was cause me more grief. I've had to go back out today. Well, started with, if you look at the video, I used skids as a blockade. Hey, Wild Huckleberry, how are you?
Hello.
And all it did was it encouraged the chickens to fly up and perch on there and then fly over in with the geese. So it's like self-sacrificing themselves. But anyway, then I put some probably about 2 feet of plywood up higher, and thinking that would be enough, and that didn't stop them. So then today I put hardware cloth for another 18 inches above that, just to keep them from roosting up there and then going into the other side.
Well, the good thing though is that the geese used to torture the chickens that accidentally went to their side, but now they seem to ignore them.
Here and there, yeah, depends what they're doing. But yeah, I guess it's just a matter of getting used to each other. We'd almost like to let them run the whole yard anyway. It's just I'm concerned. I don't want to have to go searching for eggs. Where they're at now, they're used to going inside their run and coop and into their boxes. So
yeah, and I will not go into the geese pen looking for eggs. So
that's the problem. So
that's the problem.
Well, I don't mean you. Oh, I had the cursor on there, so I didn't see the comment.
6 more weeks of winter.
Yeah.
6 weeks is not that bad. We can do it though.
Yeah, it's most of it's behind us, I like to think. So that's good. It's still bitter cold, but it's up and down like a yo-yo. It's supposed to be above freezing tomorrow, and then right back down again. And it's quite chilly. I'm noticing it in my fingers.
Mm-hmm.
Easter egg hunt, yeah.
I don't mind the hunt. It's getting chased by the geese in the process.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, and that's coming soon too. That'll be the next thing, right? Easter.
Yeah, and hopefully hatching their own eggs, the geese.
Yeah, we're gonna let them do their thing.
Right?
I think we're gonna let them take care of their own. I didn't have a lot of luck hatching eggs, the goose eggs. I don't know what I was doing wrong, so I think I'm just gonna rely on nature to take care of itself. And hopefully, fingers crossed that they do well.
They should be old enough.
Now, they should be.
Yeah.
Yeah, they should be.
We're still not positive how many females or males we have.
Well, that's the other thing. Yeah, I'm sure we have both, just given how they act, their characteristics. But it'll be good to see what we actually have, and we can thin the flock a little bit based on that. But
yeah. So we got to watch
yes,
Homestead last night.
We got to watch the movie Homestead.
Yeah, so if you haven't checked it out, that's pretty cool.
Yeah,
I liked it.
I have to say I enjoyed it. I enjoy most of the stuff Angel Studios does, but I did enjoy the movie. But yeah, the ending, but
yeah, there is a but.
It sets you up for the series, right? And that's the idea.
Yeah, so. And that was the complaint from a lot of people who went to watch it in the theater, that they watch it and then it's like not finished. So I can understand that complaint if you went to watch just a movie.
Yeah, because you don't get that. Doesn't close it off. So, but I look forward to watching the series now. See what it's like. Check that out. And,
yeah, it was good. I liked it.
Yeah. Now I'm still looking forward to the Lunatic Farmer. I'm just waiting to see that. We don't actually have what do you call it? We don't actually pay for Angel Studios, so we wait for it to show up on the internet, and then we take advantage of that. Try to keep costs down, but. We look forward to that one next.
Yeah, so we were watching the movie, and I'm like, oh, we should get masks. Oh, we should get.
Oh,
and he's making fun of me.
Yeah.
I'm serious though, half serious.
Yeah, I know. It's yeah. Hate to think that could actually happen someday, right? But you never know, I guess. Sydney's more of a preparation type person than I am, I suppose.
Oh, that was a nice way of saying prepper.
Prepper.
A preparation type person.
Well, I don't want to say it like that. It sounds bad.
Yeah.
Not kind of. But yeah, so our rodents had mixed reviews, and I can't wait to see that. That one I think will be excellent. Farming Nature's Way. Hello.
Hello.
Thank you so much for dropping in as well.
What did your groundhog say?
Yes. What did your rodent in your area say? 6 more weeks, no matter what. That's about how I look at it anyway.
But the good news is it's February, and that means I can start seedlings. Not many, but peppers and maybe some tomatoes later in the month. Peppers sooner. Right.
Yeah. Get started on some of that stuff. That's always a good sign. You know that. you know that things are,
Yeah, it's fun.
spring is coming when you're starting your seedlings.
I just dread how much space it takes in the house, in the windowsills.
Yeah, until we can get it, it's got to warm up quite a bit before we can get things out in the cold frame. So he always lies. Yeah, exactly. That rodent, you never know what he's going to do. But yeah, we're feeling a little. It was a little stressful getting ready today.
For him, because he
for
sets
me,
it up.
yeah, I don't think there was too many people here right at the very start, and I was explaining that I was trying to be ready. So I got the laptop a couple hours early, made sure all the updates were done, and I went to hit restart, and all of a sudden it crashed. And it was like there was no, I couldn't restore it at all. It wouldn't let me, so I had to reload Windows, and it's just about finished. I think it is finished out there now, but by the time I log into StreamYard and YouTube, etc., I thought, we'll move it in the living room, which we normally try to avoid this bay window because it adds all that light that typically causes trouble.
While you're talking, I'm going to go get.
Oh, yes, while I'm babbling, Cindy wants to show off something. So she'll be right back. Yeah, and again, hey, Money Pit Homestead. Lisa and Donald, I'm assuming maybe you're both there. Yes, we got to try to make it to Huckleberries at 6 as well. And Money Pit will be on before that, I believe.
So,
I know, it's going very quick. Oh, yeah.
We have our first hatchlings of the year. We got 9 little silkies or polkies. So they're either purebred silkies.
It's a hit and miss.
Or a silky Polish blend, because the silky hen was in with both roosters.
Yeah.
So this one, I believe, is a blend because it has the silky feathered feet. And we know it's a silky because the mother is, but it also has that rounded head. Hard to see here, but that Polish head starting.
Yeah.
This one's a keeper.
That's what we need. More of those.
Aw.
I think they're cool little birds, but
they're sweet.
They give me little eggs.
Yeah. I just hope it's a female because we can only keep females.
Yeah, we do. We have enough roosters running around this place, and Cindy avoids them like the plague. So.
Oh, I'd keep more of these roosters.
Yeah.
You don't
well,
want more
so
roosters.
far, you wait till spring.
Yeah, we'll see. I'm gonna put this little bit.
Yeah, we had the silkies. We only have one silky hen, but we had there was a Polish rooster and a silky rooster in with her. Well, they've since been separated, and we're about to start another batch that'll be just silkies. But
yeah, the Polish aren't laying yet.
No, they're the same age, but they didn't. I think it got too close to winter, and with the lack of sunlight and stuff, they've just waited now until nicer weather. Can't say I blame them.
But at least they're separated, so we know that when.
Yeah, now we know for sure what we're gonna get.
Although I think the blend is kind of cute.
Right. Yeah.
Maybe not so great for selling chicks, but really cute.
Yeah. So she's got those posted. Hey, John, how are you?
Hey, John.
What'd your rodent say, John? You in for a nice spring or a long winter? It's I'm ready for a nice spring. I hate the mud. I hate the mud that comes with it. And our local, I don't know, we talked about this briefly last time. You guys, like your Tractor Supply in the States, we have what was the PD Mart that took over the Tractor Supply version here. And they were at first, they were going to close, I think like 20 stores or something like that. And now all of a sudden they're closing all 90 some stores. So
yeah, just a few days later, it went from, your local one's not closing to they're all closing down.
So yesterday we did some scouting out we go to the feed mill for most of our feed now, except for we were getting the rabbit food at PD Mart, but now I'm gonna have to go a little bit farther out of my way to get that. But even things like shavings and stuff, which comes to mind only because I'm thinking about the mud that's coming.
Yeah, but we did find the feed cheaper at the mill.
Yeah, it is. It's just the time and the gas. Sometimes you wonder if it's actually cheaper in the end.
Yeah, you have to get quite a bit at a time to make it worthwhile.
Um, what else were we going to talk about? Oh, we talked about your birds.
Mm-hmm. That's the list.
I babble so fast in the beginning, I run right through our topics.
So today's our day off, our day to get errands done and hang out together. And we didn't do much, but we did play a game.
Yeah, what was that?
I had to convince him to play a game with me. It was a murder mystery game.
You didn't have to convince me.
Well,
I was very distracted by the broken laptop.
Yeah.
I shouldn't say broken.
It was a murder mystery board game.
Laptop.
And it was fun.
Yeah, we used to love going to escape rooms
as
our date day, and
one of the local ones shut down.
We enjoyed those, but when COVID hit, it seemed like a lot of that stuff just disappeared, and unfortunately.
Yeah, so this was just a little taste of that. It was just a little board game. It took an hour. We figured it out. So yay, we're good detectives.
Yeah, I didn't enjoy that one. Not as much as there was one before. There was one before you had that I actually liked.
Yeah, I like this one better because I got to break the code on this one, and I couldn't figure out the code on the last one, but he did.
Yeah, I was having trouble concentrating today. Panicking about the countdown.
Well, it was still fun.
It was. We still haven't got our goat spread. That's still to be dealt with, unfortunately. We're not having much luck right now with baby rabbits either. We had a litter the other day, but new mom, she lost them all. Didn't look like she had gone back in to take care of them. So
yeah, we have a litter of the lops, but we did lose one today. I forgot to tell you because it came out of the nesting box.
Got into that.
Well, it must have been attached when the mom jumped out.
Probably attached to mama. Yeah. Still pretty cold for that kind of stuff to be.
Rabbits are a sad business.
Especially when it comes to freezer camp. What was the name of the game?
1 second.
Well, let her grab it. I can't remember what the one we watched before. Wow. The last one we played before that was some kind of
something Grand Hotel.
Grand Hotel. Yeah, and it was you had to figure it out. It was just like doing an escape room. You had to figure out the clues and work your way through everything.
And
this one.
It's called Death at the Dive Bar.
Yeah.
It's a hunt a killer mystery.
I don't recommend it.
It was pretty good. I got it at thrift shop, so you can even see it was like $2.79 here. So that was a pretty cheap date, and everything was in it. So that's awesome. Wasn't missing anything.
Yeah, I mean it's a cheap entertainment, I guess. No, it's one of those things. Of course, you can't really do more than once. At least I can't imagine doing it more than once. So we buy them cheap, and then we turn around and give them away or whatever.
No, we can't really do that again.
No, that one was Grand Hotel one. Yeah, if you find that one, that was good.
Yeah, it was.
Yeah, I thought.
No, I liked it. I liked them both.
Yeah.
But it's frustrating when you can't figure out the codes and stuff.
I did.
I know you did. I couldn't.
Not today though. Today, yeah, wasn't my day.
Yes, thank you. You don't recommend it, Bert, because you lost.
Well.
No, we were working together. He wasn't.
Sorta.
I have this paper that I was writing notes on, and it's like filled with notes and the code breaking. And he had 3 letters on this big sheet of paper.
Okay, but I was also trying to reload Windows on the laptop at the same time. I was trying to multitask. It just wasn't going as smoothly as it was for Cindy.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah,
it was fun.
I tried.
It was good.
But what else is new this week? Anything? Not exactly.
Not really, no.
No.
Maybe by next week I'll have planted something.
Already?
Peppers.
Peppers? Okay.
I want to get a good start on peppers.
Yeah. I don't get as many veggies now. I get some, just not the ones you want to eat. Now I'm eating stuff like Brussels sprouts. It's like good.
Broccoli, spinach.
Green beans. Well, I like green beans. I don't mind broccoli. Cauliflower.
Yeah. So I don't know what he's complaining about.
I just want to complain. Just because.
It'd be nice when you have fresh tomatoes and stuff.
Yeah. Peppers too. I like the peppers. All right. So you showed them the chicken.
Mm-hmm.
A couple more days, we'll start another round of silkies. She's got them posted already with the intent to try to sell them because there's not really much for sale right now around here. So
With the exception of 2 or 3.
yeah, and they're quite a bit of money. The ones that
Yeah.
are, well, you mean you're keeping 2 or 3?
Yeah.
Add to the addiction.
Well, I'm keeping them until I know if they're male or female. And if they're female, I'll keep it. And if they're male, I'll sell it.
Because everybody wants those.
Well, they might.
Yeah.
They're really cute.
Yeah, they are. But so, John, what have you been up to? I was watching for a video, but you must have took a week or 2 off. See if you're still here. I'll put you on the spot.
We started with 12. One wasn't fertilized at all. The other one cracked, so it never got growing. And then
so we ended up at 10.
Then there was 10 left in the incubator, and 9 of them hatched. So it was a pretty good hatch. Just 1 egg didn't hatch out of the 10 remaining in the incubator.
I think there was only 11 to begin with. I only took 1 out.
Was there?
I think.
Okay, mistake.
It was pretty good odds. It was a pretty good hatch.
Mm-hmm. It was just a little incubator.
Yeah, we borrowed Joshua's, our son, and because his is we use the great big things that do like 52, and we have 4 of those.
3 or 4, yeah.
Four of those. We just wanted to use small ones. So we borrowed his, and it works well. He's had pretty good luck with it, and when we steal it and borrow it, we have pretty good luck with it as well. It's just a real cheapie too. But so I thought those were pretty good odds considering she only lays 1 egg a day. So to wait for 11 eggs and then start,
and she takes the day off here and there too.
So yeah, exactly. So I think when you look at it that way, it was pretty good. They weren't that, stick to 7 to 10 days for your hatching eggs. So can't complain.
Yeah. Plus it was in extreme temperature differences going from like almost freezing temperatures in there to.
Yeah.
They're protected, but it's still cold.
Yeah, they are. Well, pretty decent anyway.
Couple more to do. Is that videos?
Videos or hatches, John? We haven't done any of the other hatches yet. We normally do hatch the.
That's in the spring more when we can actually set up a pen for hatching.
Which almost feels too late because then you're not ahead of the hatcheries and mills and as far as trying to get rid of stuff.
But this year, they won't have PB mark.
No.
Which is where a lot of people do get their.
Well, a lot of town people.
Yeah.
I think anybody outside, actual farm people go to the mill and
oh, for sure. Yeah.
Do it that way.
But we need it to be a little warmer, so the ground's thawed when we can set up some poultry netting if we need to, and make a pen for 1 rooster and 12 chickens.
Yeah. I'm gonna do that in the garden area this year, though.
Yeah.
So they made such a mess of the ground. So. Oh, you got a couple of pigs to butcher, eh, John?
Oh boy.
Wow. Nice. You do that yourself? It seems like I've never done that, so it seems like it'd be a bit of work.
But worthwhile in the end. That'd be great to have in the freezer.
Oh, absolutely. I love bacon. Who doesn't, right?
It's true. I've never heard a bad thing about bacon.
It's like meat candy. But is everybody's snow gone? We got a bit again. It started to melt, and then we turned the same day. It was raining and melting. It turned into a heck of a pile of snow again.
Yeah, and then it froze. We went through like 3 seasons in one day.
Yeah.
And then today it snowed a tiny bit.
Yeah, I love bacon. Absolutely. Yeah. I think we're going to try to get a few different birds this year, though, as far as hens. I think we'll try getting a few different colors into the flock just for variety.
Yeah, for fun.
Yeah.
And maybe try Cornish cross this year.
Yeah, I think we might try some meat birds.
Just a handful to see how we like the difference.
Yeah, we've always just used the, oh, what do you want to call it?
Dual purpose.
Dual purpose, but
Red Rock.
heritage breeds. 54 degrees. Well, it's definitely above zero. I'm trying to do the what it works out to in Celsius, but I know 30 Fahrenheit is 0 Celsius, so it sounds good compared to here.
Yeah. Oh, nice.
You got pigs going too, eh? That's feels like 65. Jeez, Donald, at least I'm jealous. That's
Me
awesome.
too.
I can't wait for that.
Yeah. It'll be really nice when it melts and is dry.
Yeah,
That's what I
Yeah.
want. Just warm enough and dry.
yeah, not the mud that's coming. Yeah, we don't have space for. We tried the Kuni pigs, but I guess if we were just keeping them long enough to butcher, maybe we could have got away with it. But
Yeah.
it just space wise, it just seems so hard with the amount of room we have here. And we've talked about maybe getting a pig to butcher in the spring and then get rid of it in the fall. I guess you don't have to have as much of don't have a big area from the pasture. But then it's not the healthier animal either, so I don't know. Same as a cow. You should just stick one of the neighbor's pasture, see if they notice.
It's a mud pit there, John. Yes, I'm sure.
Oh, yeah, that'll come for us next.
So does
Yeah.
anyone have any recommendations for dealing with the mud? Because Bert was considering wood shavings in the chicken coop area, the chicken run, just to soak up some of that, but we don't know if it'll actually work.
Yeah, I've tried
Wood chips.
wood chips, but I just find it doesn't seem to really absorb. We've had in some cases where it actually floats away when we get heavy rain, so it's almost like pointless. But so I'm thinking shavings might mix in better and break down as well, kind of build up the dirt.
Yeah, just something so it's not so slippery.
Yeah. Yeah. I would love some sun and some warm wind.
Yeah.
Oh, well,
Nice to think about, though.
it's coming.
We're in February.
Yeah.
We're almost there.
I'd show you a picture of outside, but it's
Hard to do.
hard to do right now. Yeah.
It's white.
Yeah, it's all white and cold. Cold enough that I go outside and my hands start to hurt. So it's just being stubborn. I should wear gloves. Cindy has some nice, one of her birthday presents this year. By the way, her birthday was just last week.
Yeah,
And,
I'm old.
Yeah, she's 29 again. It's great.
Yeah, I forget how many times over.
Yeah. But one of her requests for her birthday were winter or insulated waterproof gloves.
Yeah, because I have to, for filling the rabbit waters, I have to take the bottle and dip it right into the water. And of course, I have to take my gloves off for that. And it's very, very cold, like painfully cold. Thank you, John. And so I wanted waterproof, insulated gloves. And I really like the kind I got.
Yeah.
I don't remember what the brand was, but it was just orange gloves and they're really warm. And they actually are waterproof.
Yeah. I felt bad for her because a lot of times, depending on what shift I'm on, Cindy takes care of most of the animals as far as doing chores and stuff, which is very, very helpful for me. But so I was feeling bad, and I got the gloves she asked for, which she's very happy with. And I also got her
everyone.
Also got her a heated vest.
Yeah, it's really, I wouldn't have even thought of it, but it's really cool. So it warms up behind the neck and the back and the front. It's really, really neat. And the battery becomes a backup battery for any other needs.
Yeah, you turn around. Actually, the other night our hydro's been out twice in the last week, so it's kind of handy for keeping the phone charged. And and we never did do a rehearsal with the generator.
Nope,
we were supposed to do that this weekend, but never got to it because I was at work both nights that the power went out, and I kept saying, "Do you remember how to do this?" No? Okay.
I was just going to mention that my other birthday gift was really warm 2 pairs of earmuffs. So everything had to do with keeping me warm.
Yeah.
Because I don't like to be cold. I hate to be cold. But they're really nice.
Trying to make it as bearable as possible, I guess.
Mm-hmm.
Heated, yeah.
That'd be
Like
cool.
the vest. Cindy loves her vest.
Yeah,
And,
I just put my tucked up jacket over top, and it was really cozy. The only part of me that was cold was like whatever wasn't covered, legs and.
Yeah. So, but yeah, it's different to be in this room. I'm looking at the video, and it's like I'm so used to being in the kitchen there when we do this.
Hello.
Hi, Crystal. How are you?
Thanks for joining us.
Yes, thank you very much. We're just babbling at this point.
How's your Groundhog Day? And
yes, what did your rodent say? We're asking everybody what their rodent said.
yeah, although we're not 100% sure ourselves.
No, because ours it was a mixed bag.
Yeah.
There was one that said saw its shadow, a couple of them that didn't. Yeah, whatever.
Poor thing. All they do is like reach into a hole and grab it out. And
was that what they do?
I think so, something like that. I don't know. I don't know how it
I
works.
guess I pictured it all quite differently.
It might be different, but I think that's how it started or something.
Yeah. Let me see.
I do love the movie Groundhog Day, though. It was a good movie.
Yeah, that's an old one.
We still reference it all the time.
You do it?
Well, yeah,
Oh,
when
yeah,
something
it's like
feels repetitive, it's like Groundhog Day.
6 more yucky weeks. Yeah. You know what? 6 weeks doesn't sound so bad anymore. We had a few sketchy days for commuting and things like that as far as getting home, but I think I'm on days now for the next month, so it should be a lot easier. Better than coming home at like midnight or 2 in the morning. Oh. Back here.
Yeah, it was a good movie.
On the Hill Homestead, hello. Thank you for
Hello.
joining us. Northern Maine. What's the weather like in Northern Maine? And what did your rodent say? We're asking everybody what their groundhog in their area said. I just like to call them rodents.
And everyone who forgot it's Groundhog Day is going, what?
Right. Your groundhog froze this morning, 18. Yeah, ours would have too. I have to. We were minus 15 this morning Celsius. What does that work out to?
It's cold.
Cold. Yeah, cold.
Yeah, I am very thankful
Dr.
for the
Google.
heated water dishes.
Yeah, so it was 5 degrees Fahrenheit here this morning. Yeah, we have to use heaters everywhere for the critters.
Well, if we didn't, we'd constantly be dumping the ice and refilling.
Might as well when the sun came up. Yeah. Oof. Yeah, I can't wait for 20 degrees or 20. What is 20 for you guys? I think it's around 70, 72. To me, that's just the perfect optimal. You can work outside, you can do whatever you want. You're not going to sweat horribly. But that's my temperature. Kind of like as if I was in Cuba or Dominican or someplace like that. I could deal with that.
Deal with that.
I could deal with it.
We're Canadian. We're supposed to be able to be like, oh, it's okay. It's a dry cold.
Yeah, if it was a dry cold, it wouldn't be so bad.
It's true, though.
6 more weeks. Yeah. 45. Yeah. I'd take it. Only because it's been darn cold here.
Yeah. But by April, we'll have really nice weather.
Yeah. Well, yeah. March will start to, the snow will be melted by about mid-March around here, but it shouldn't, usually about there. Seems like right around the kids' March break in schools and stuff like that, it seems to be that's the turning point usually for the snow.
Yeah. So we can make it.
Yeah, we get less and less though. I have to admit, every year we don't get as much as we usually do. We still get the cold, but not as much snow, which saves the back and the snowblower, I guess.
That's true. You haven't had to use the snowblower very much at all.
No, usually last few years, maybe once or twice a winter. 10 years ago when we moved in, it was like I could blow the laneway out and an hour later have to go back out again. It was just horrible. Thank you, Money Pit, for doing the links.
Yes, thank you.
Yeah, hopefully everybody visits everybody. It's always good to support other channels. And we appreciate everybody showing up to support ours.
Yeah. So what? What do you got?
What do I have? How you liking the beard? Yeah.
I'm starting to like it. I was usually a fan of clean shaven, but I like it.
Cindy got me, I think I might have mentioned this already. I'm not sure. I didn't mention it today. I know that. But Cindy had got me a beard care kit, I guess, for Christmas. And I took that as a green light to just stop shaving. That was.
But there is a limit. We're not going Duck Dynasty here.
But come on, that's
I
quite a beard.
think this is a good spot to maintain. Like, that's good.
Yeah, we'll see. Yes, it's awesome. Love to see this. The links going up. It's great, especially when I'm pretty slow on the reaction on these banners and stuff.
So what's everybody's week coming up look like? Because I think
what does ours look like?
Same
in the garden with in the garden kitchen with Tracy.
Hello.
Hello. How are you?
Well, I mentioned I'm going to start planting. Hopefully, if I get around to it, the peppers. But other than that, I don't know. Spring cleaning, trying to get rid of stuff, declutter.
I did that yesterday. Yeah. I went through my closet. Actually, it was nice. I got rid of a lot of stuff that I've managed to decrease my size, and I started getting rid of some clothes. And Cindy says, "Are you sure?" And I'm like,
well, it was like
if I keep it, it gives me a go ahead to go back. So, yeah, it was good to get rid of some of it. And I've got some stuff that I can't fit into yet to replace it eventually. So it'll work out good. So.
Yeah, more of that.
Yeah. Gotta get my summer beach body in so I can look better in my videos when I put my bikini on.
Ooh, the bikini.
My Daisy Dukes.
Yeah. Yeah, for sure.
We know that's not happening.
Well, if one of us is wearing a bikini, I guess it's you.
No. No.
It would be nice to do some more decluttering, though, because it's so much easier to clean when there's nothing here. End of March. Wow, yeah. I'm not that patient.
Yeah, they almost get too big by the time we get them outside.
Yeah, I need to get a head start on the peppers, or they won't be ready in time.
Yeah, that's the only problem here. We don't have the season long enough if we don't. But I don't know. I don't argue with the in-house gardener here because it's not my forte.
Oh, I am not a great gardener, but sometimes things grow.
Can't wait for spring though. When do you start your seedlings, Tracy? Money Pit, your season must be pretty decent. You're southern Kentucky, right? If I remember correctly.
Yeah, I'd probably be planting in the garden if I was where you are right now. It's pretty warm. Yeah. Thawed enough to put in peas and stuff.
Yeah, you're hopeful.
Yeah.
Last year, took the risk as it was, remember?
Yeah, a month early, and it worked out.
Yeah, Cindy started all her gardening stuff a month early, and
end of April.
Normally for us, you don't put anything in the ground till after May 20th, 24th, and that we call May 2-4 weekend. But usually in this area, you don't plant before that. And it was a month before Cindy got everything out, and
Well, I had my seedlings growing extra strong, and it got to the point where they were starting to outgrow their pots, and it was getting too hot in the greenhouse. So into the garden it went. It was a risk, but it worked out. It never froze again.
Wow. Tracy, where are you at again? That's fantastic. Doing some tomorrow.
Oh, very neat. I didn't know that about lavender. I think I might still have some seeds. Maybe I should try that because I put some in the garden last year and nothing grew.
Well, let's keep in mind. Let's see where she's at, because
no, but maybe start.
She's probably not
indoors.
planting in snow. Oh, she's in Ohio. Oh.
Well, there you go.
we got to start writing this all down, because it's hard to keep track of where everybody's at. But
yes, it is.
yeah.
So we ask a lot.
Yeah, it's so your weather wouldn't be a whole lot different, I guess. It'd be better than ours, I'm sure, warmer than ours sooner, but kind of like John over there in Indiana, I think. But Kentucky got them all beat so far. I miss those drives, by the way. I do.
Yeah, that was fun.
I do like going down that way.
Maybe sometime.
I looked at my passport today and thought, oh, it expires. I have to get it done by July, or I won't be allowed over.
Yeah.
46 here. Yeah, it'll be a while before we get to that. Oh, yes, that's right, too, in Arizona. See, that's why we have to write this down. We keep saying we're going to.
We have to go back through the chat.
Yeah.
Because we're not prepared with paper and pen right now.
So all the snow that you got in the south there, is that all gone? I think you guys missed it in Arizona. I believe it was south and north of you, if I remember correctly. Lisa and Donald, did you guys get that snow, or put the lavender seeds in a mouth jug? Oh, like a little greenhouse. Nice.
Nice, yes.
Arkansas. Wow, that was off. Beavers. Yeah, I'll remember this eventually.
Right, Arizona's AZ, I believe.
Yeah.
Z.
Yeah, I'm normally better at that.
Okay, thanks for the tips on the lavender seeds. I did try last year starting seeds in like those clear fruit containers with the lid, kind of a mini greenhouse as well.
Lucky, very lucky. I was watching a YouTube channel yesterday where they were in Texas and they were getting it. And it's hard to imagine places like Texas and Florida getting so much snow. Just, I know it happens once in a while, but wow.
Yeah, they're not prepared.
That was a crazy amount for them. I mean, we get that and it's like a bad day, but it's pretty devastating down those areas.
Oh, for sure. We just wait for the plows to come by. But
yeah. Hope they don't close the road type of deal. This was the first year I actually put snow tires on my truck, which I was thankful. Normally I just using like a all season or all weather, they call it here, where it covers ice and snow as well. But this was the first time I actually put actual snows on my truck, which I was glad I did.
Yeah.
Because I've only got a 2-wheel drive, and
yeah, and you normally weigh down the back of the truck with
put some
milk
weight in
crates
there.
of bricks and stuff.
Make your own hot dogs.
Do tell us more.
I was gonna say I think I must have missed a video because I don't remember. But yeah, how would you do that? I wonder. Be like a sausage almost. I'm guessing. Yeah. Yeah, that'd be horrible.
Mm-hmm. Well, let's hope the snow goes away for all of us soon. We haven't had a bad winter, but we've had enough anyway.
I find time's going super fast. I've talked to a few people that have just complained about how winter's dragging, but I have to admit that I don't know. I'm blinking my eyes and the month's gone.
Mhm.
So, but store-bought hot dogs, but Donald has all ingredients to make homemade. So how do you, is it the same idea as making a sausage, Lisa? Is that how that works? I'm trying to picture how you get that skin.
Well, that's intestines or something, isn't it? Like for
Yeah,
the
but for
sausage.
yeah, for sausage, but yeah, interesting to see.
Yeah. Hopefully you'll make a video on it
Well,
when
it's
you
the same
do.
idea. Okay. Yeah, we'll have to tune in and see how that goes because I assume you're going to do a video, and if you do, that'll be interesting. Look forward to that.
Yeah. I can't wait for green grass and being able to do videos outside.
Yeah,
It just feels so, I don't know. Basically, we just go out and do chores, and that's about it.
run back in.
Fix any problems that arise, but
The vehicles have auto start, which is awesome. Don't spend too much time out there.
we are in Ontario.
Yeah, we're in southwestern Ontario, so we're very, very close to Michigan. We could be in Michigan if we wanted to be in 25 minutes.
Except for the border.
Yeah,
time.
I mean, there's that.
There's probably a longer
Crossing
wait at the
time.
border most times than to get to the actual border.
So there's large parts of the U.S. that are quite a bit farther north than we are. We're kind of in that area that just dips down in. Hey, John, it worked. They're leaving the fence alone.
Yeah, as far as that goes, that works.
I was telling a bit of a story earlier because I put those skids up and I couldn't figure out what was going on because we kept having to go gather chickens that were in with the geese, and then realized what they were doing is they were perching up on these skids. So then I took about 2 feet of aspenite and screwed that to the skids, thinking, oh, I'll just make just a bit taller and that'll stop them. And this morning I watched about 5 of them perched up there, and they just kind of flew over and get into the goose food, and the geese chase them a bit, but they don't pursue them enough to chase them back. So once I get them back in, I've got them back in again today. I put up another 18 inches of hardware cloths to stop them from perching on top of there. So
it kind of feels like when we had the big goats.
Yeah.
Had to keep building the fence higher and higher.
There was one in particular that was jumping all the time. 10-foot fence, and she'd still clear it. It was crazy. Those days are gone, but
yeah, now we have miniature ones, and
yeah, they don't jump over anything.
3 feet, 4 feet is enough to contain them.
Yeah, for the Nigerians.
It's the only way I can have them, or else I wouldn't be allowed. Right?
Yeah. Yeah, like what I say matters.
Oh, come on. I'm not going to go out and get a goat by myself.
No. No, true. Last time you went and got goats, you brought home a dog.
He's wonderful. He's a really good dog. He's a sweetheart.
He is.
It would have been impossible to say no. They just offered him to us. He was this little puppy.
Yeah, we got lucky that day. We went to pick up 3 goats, and
actually we went to pick up
2, and these people wanted them gone. We were just grabbing a male and a female, and they had 1 male left, and they're like, well, we just take this with the other 2. We don't want to be stuck with one. I'm
they
like,
were getting out of
whatever.
goats altogether. So.
And then before you know it, this gentleman's wife come walking up to the barn with a puppy and puts it down at her feet and lets this thing run around with us. And oh, do you want to take this home too? And they're like, oh, we don't need another dog. Oh, we don't want anything for it. They had a litter of these Great Pyrenees, and that's how we ended up with Max.
Yeah. I would not be able to leave without him. He was so cute.
Yeah, all babies are cute. That's what keeps them alive.
He's still cute though. He is a giant, and he is cute.
Yeah, Money Pit's got a few. I've seen them on there.
They're such nice dogs.
Yeah.
Yesterday he was barking up a storm, so he must have been protecting something
Yeah, last night was getting.
because he doesn't normally do that, but he was
Wow.
getting agitated, and the goats were even looking around.
Yeah, I
There
don't
must
know.
have been
I don't
coyotes
know
or
if there was
something.
coyotes out and around or what. The goats were kind of. They usually go inside, and you'll see them poke their heads out once in a while. But for some reason, they were right out in the runs, and the dog was carrying on. But
So we just didn't know it, but we needed a guardian dog.
yeah, they do like to bark at night, don't they? Yeah.
He's good that way. He is usually not a big barker. If there's a cat in the field behind us, sometimes he'll bark, but I've heard that sometimes these dogs can bark at absolutely anything, like a leaf in the wind, but
Yeah, it's
never
not
had that.
usually too bad that way, which is good because our neighbors are close enough that they might get a little irritated.
Yeah, if it was constant, for sure.
Yeah, we had a hound dog here at one point that moved on to a very nice home where he's loved and babied, and the issue we had with him here is he just did not stop, and the neighbors actually kind of got a little annoyed with him. So
Yeah, I was very noisy, and we couldn't let him out to play the way we wanted to because he just runs at the animals like the chickens, and
yeah,
just wasn't a right fit. But he is so spoiled now, and I get updates and pictures, and he's just having the time of his life.
yeah, I expect that it won't be long, and it'll just be the one dog because was it last week, the week before? Jack had his 14th birthday, or
22nd, yeah.
black lab. So I don't imagine, we didn't think he would get this far. I mean, he seems to keep hanging in.
He surprises us over and over again.
Yeah, he doesn't really leave his doghouse much right now because he can't come in and out of the house anymore. He can't make the stairs. But we heated his doghouse for him, so now he comes out to use the washroom, comes out to eat, and he just right back in, and he just sleeps all day.
Yeah.
But I imagine one of these days we'll check on him, and he won't be with us anymore. But Kansas, right on. Wow, I'm trying to picture on the map.
Mhm.
Forgive me, I'm not.
I just know it's known for tornadoes, right?
Yeah, you get some extreme weather there, I believe. But yeah, good point, Money Pit. Oh, Lisa, yeah.
Thanks for all those links.
Yes, absolutely. I think we belong to most of these guys, if not all of them, but I'm going to go back and check right after, just in case. And
Wow, it's already 53 after.
yeah,
Went pretty fast.
yeah. Once you start talking, it doesn't take long.
Sometimes true.
Yeah, usually it's me. I babble.
We could probably turn on the light. It's getting dark now.
And there it is.
A little better.
Yeah, pretty soon. It's almost another. We'll stick around for another 7 minutes, and then I'm going to run out and double check for eggs because right now they freeze pretty quick still.
Mm-hmm. But they are picking up a tiny bit.
Finally, yeah. How about you guys? Your chicken's starting to lay.
We're getting like 12, 13 steady now.
Yeah, we get at least a dozen a day now, which is a far cry from the
7.
5 to 7 that we were getting, which is very little for almost 80 hens out there.
Yeah, and that lasted for quite a few weeks.
Yeah.
I don't think that's ever happened before.
I feel like it has. It just.
It seemed like a long, long time.
Yeah. So I always track our expenses. I think I talked about this before, but I track what we spend on feed for all the animals and hay, etc. And I track what we sell for eggs and rabbits and any other goods that we are able to sell. Tomorrow, for instance, I'm selling feed bags, which might sound strange, but in these parts, and I'm sure actually maybe it's the same where you live, people use them to put wood in firewood for campsites. And I always keep all my feed bags, and once I get like 100 of them, I'll put an ad up and I'll sell them all for like $10 and 10 cents a bag. I mean, it's not much. And these guys that have these roadside stands usually buy them up, and
Yeah, just a little side hustle.
yeah, just to
It's not
pays for
wasted. And
3/4 of a bag of chicken feed anyway.
yeah, absolutely. Try to visit Money Pits live.
Yes, Money Pit is coming on at 5 o'clock, and right behind that is Huckle. I gotta get the name properly here. Where to go?
Wild Huckberry.
Wild Huckleberry. Yes, I didn't want to say it wrong. I believe at 6 o'clock, but you guys are Central Time, so
That's 2 hours from now, if I remember correctly, for Money Pit.
yeah. So we'll catch you guys on our run, because once we head out of here, we'll head in and pick up all the kids, and that'll be the
Have supper and
have supper. So we'll catch Money Pit a little bit during supper, and we'll catch Huckleberry on the way home, or when we do get home, we'll catch you guys for a bit, and try to support you as well. An hour from now, yes. There, I'll put that one up because that one explains it better.
Thank you. That makes more sense. We're at the end of ours. I was thinking from the beginning of ours was 2 hours.
Oh, I see what you mean. Yeah. Yeah, it's hard when you start crossing time zones to keep it all straight. And I did put ours on that page that Lisa had mentioned, so that helps. At least you can go back there and you can see where everybody's at. But I have to honestly say I've never been to Kansas. That would be an interesting trip. How far away is that from where you're at, John? As far as, if I saw you were, I think you said you were working there at one time. It would be nice to tour down that way. Every once in a while when we get to go south, I usually stick to I-75, but the one time I took I-65 down just because just to see some of the different scenery, the different states. Of course, everything's got its own uniqueness, so it's always cool. Thank you, Crystal. Thank you very much for coming in.
Yeah, we appreciate it.
Absolutely. And I'll try to post what everybody's got saying here, just so everybody will catch everything.
Very nice to see everyone subbing to each other.
Yes, thank you for doing that.
Thank you.
It's been fun. Appreciate that. It never feels like we're ever really ready for it. We always try to come up with some topics, and it seems like we think we got things to talk about, and it seems like it's gone in 15, 20 minutes. We just spit it all out there, and then.
But that's when you guys save the day with your conversation.
Yeah, that's when it's really nice to have the interaction, because then it makes it way more interesting, at least on our end too.
Yeah, it's nice to catch up and see how things are going in your part of the world.
Yeah.
I know we're not all very far away from each other. We're all in North America.
Not in the grand scheme, right?
But,
I mean, not sure how far we are from where John's in Indiana, but I think most cases, like Kentucky's about 5 hours. Ohio's about 4, I believe. So it's stay warm.
We will try. Thank you.
Yes,
you too.
We all have these chores to get done. Keeps us home and humble. I was actually looking at that again today, because there's always this young lady that advertises to do chores when you go away, which I think it's a cool little business she has. It's a family not too far from here. Hey, John, thank you very much for coming. And she advertises, I think it's $50 for an hour and 40 cents a kilometer to travel and to come twice a day. So, I mean, it adds up. I mean, $100 and some odd a day, I guess. But it is a way to go if you want a vacation, I suppose. And she seems to be very well versed in all the different animals and needs and chores.
I'm sure she'd do a very good job.
Her family actually has a farm not far from here where they actually bring people in. They have the class. They teach classes and do a lot of.
Yeah, it's a whole
It's
business.
quite a business they got going on, and looks like the young lady's an entrepreneur as well. So it's kind of cool.
Mhm.
Always kind of keep that in the back of our mind in case we ever need to get away or try to get away.
Yeah.
But anyway, guys, I guess it's 5 o'clock, and we want to thank you all very, very much for stopping in. Anybody that's watching this after, please sub to the channels that were in the chat, and appreciate anybody that subs to ours, and thumbs up, please. And we'll see you all again next Sunday, and a couple of you guys we should see in the next couple hours. So thank you very much, guys.
Have a good night.
Bye for now.